10 best places to visit in Somalia. Hello explorers, welcome to another informative video presented to you by Explore, and thanks for watching. Traveling has never been as easy as it seems, as in the 21st century thanks to the Silicon Valley's little invention called the internet. What makes it even more fabulous is the possibilities to first of all virtually visit any place in the world before booking that ticket for it. That is why at Explore, we bring you the very best of your possibilities to ensure both your visual and physical experience are the best by bringing you some of the best cities in Africa and the world. In this video, we shall take you to the Horn of Africa to tour through Somalia and throw the spotlight on the 10 best places to visit in Somalia. Somalia, officially the Federal Republic of Somalia, is a sovereign country in the Horn of Africa, bordered by Ethiopia to the west, Djibouti to the northwest, the Gulf of Aden to the north, and the Indian Ocean to the east, and Kenya to the southwest. Despite having the longest coastline on Africa's mainland, which is a great touristic incentive, the country has been plagued with war, drought, and poverty, and perhaps many travel difficulties which have left the country a little less desirable for travels in the past years. But with rising hopes, it is believed that if your plans of visiting Somalia came to fruition, there are a lot of interesting places to visit in the country. But if you are still a wandering Joe, in this video we shall present you the 10 best places to visit in Somalia. If you are new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Number 10. Lamadaya. If you stumble in Somalia and love to behold the beauty of tumbling water at a great height, then Lamadaya should be your first bus stop, as Lamadaya is really only home to one attraction and one attraction only: waterfalls. Lamadaya are waterfalls that are located in the Kalmado mountain range in the northern Sanag region of Somaliland. The meaning of the word Lamadaya in Afro-Asiatic Somali language is not to be looked at, owing to the waterfall's steep incline atop a high hill. The largest in the nation, they cascade over the sheer cut cliffs of the Kalmado ranges, which line up against the Gulf of Aden and cross Puntland, Somaliland, and the northern fringes of the country. Breathtaking to say the least, these natural wonders have carved their way through the ochre-hued rock of the earth, made deep plunge pools at their bottom, and crafted curious mineral formations beneath their flow. With several colorations, height, and depths, it is some of the best places to visit in Somalia. Number 9. Badana-Bushbush National Park. If paradise was one place, it will be Badana-Bushbush National Park. Along the coastal side of the southern part of the country is the most beautifully aligned park, a land of waxy palm trees, golden sands, where the slow wash of the Indian Ocean kisses the shore, and stilt bungalows of bamboo shoulder their way into the coconut groves. With beauties that extend beyond the sunrise and sunset, the palms, waterfalls, animals, and the unending discoveries of this location places Badana-Bushbush National Park at the top of the Somali travel menu. This wonderful land of tropical beauties will be on the menu once again. Number 8. Iskushuban. Iskushuban is a small town in the northeastern Bari province of Somalia, which encompasses the most beautiful, striking landscapes found on earth. With crenulated walls of dust-caked stones and beautiful arabesque fortifications from centuries gone by, this historic settlement is situated in the autonomous Puntland state. It's thought that the spot was one of the main power bases of the Majeerteen Sultanate that ruled the very tip of the African Horn for much of the 19th and 20th centuries. But then, the historic significance of the city is the last thing on most people's minds who come to Ishukuban, as the waterfalls, landscapes, vegetation, shores, and architecture of this place are more of the pull factor. But if a cozy natural environment is not your cup of tea, then the next place in this video might be your favorite sip of Somalia. Number 7. Berbera. Berbera is the capital of the Sahel region of Somaliland and the main seaport of the country. Being a commercial city and the main port of the region, the city is more electrifying and the best place for those who enjoy the city rush, once trodden by Ottoman imperialists, and having reigned as a focal point for traders from right across the Indian Ocean basin, from as close as Arabia and as far afield as Mumbai and Goa. The city of Berbera is closely linked to its mercantile past. It's a history that was made possible by the presence of one of the few deeper water ocean ports on this section of the African Horn, and today the city is still known as a major harbor in the area. Most visitors and locals enjoy Berbera's gorgeous deserts like backcountry, along with the sun-kissed beaches of Batalao and Bathela that fringe the Gulf of Aden close to the town. Number 6. Aibat Island. Aibat or Seabat in the local tongue is the second largest of the 6 islands of the beautiful Zeila archipelago. This island pops up from the others with tropical medley of mangrove-fringed rocks and pearly white beaches, which is so beautiful to behold. Beside the sea, which is packed with mind-blowing marine life, there are even a rustic lighthouse thrown into the mix. Avian life is another of the main draws, and there are countless species of fascinating birds to see fleeting through the sky. And when heading here, prep your cameras as there is more to capture here with the exclusively luxurious picturesque beaches and skylines here. Number 5. Zeila. Carrying on the Somaliland theme, the town of Zeila, also known as Zeila, beckons adventurous travelers to the far-flung northwestern corner of the nation, where the dry and arid land of sand dunes and rocky hills crashes into the purely blue of the Aden Gulf. Sat just a stone's throw from the Djiboutian border, the spot can only be accessed by four-wheel drive cars. Once in, visitors are treated to a mosaic of ruined Muslim palaces and aged colonial facades, standing like dust-caked specters of the bygone era. Others will head to the gorgeous Zeila coast, where rustling sheep carcasses pepper the shore and the rollers of the Indian Ocean spray whitewash into the air. Number 4. Laas Geel. The most African countries possess something for everyone, but not like Somalia, because they literally do. For the lovers of arts, Somalia offers you Laas Geel, which are cave formations which reside between the dusty ridges and hills just on the outskirts of the Somaliland capital, Hargeisa. Home to some of the earliest cave paintings ever discovered on the Horn of Africa, the various alcoves and underground tunnels here display a raw and haunting vision of prehistory in these parts. From colorful motifs of cattle, artistic renditions of shepherds tending to their flocks, and even what's thought to be deified cows. What you see is only limited by the rendering of your imaginative mind. What are you waiting for? Let's meet at Laas Geel for the next Art Discovery expedition of artworks from 9000 BC. Number 3. Hargeisa. For those who just want to start where all the action is taking place, there wouldn't be a more perfect place than the self-proclaimed capital and largest city of Somalia, Hargeisa. This city is the most prominent city of Somaliland, even though it suffered a lot during civil war and still at present it is recovering slowly. A breakaway state that has been governed on its own without the sanction of Somalia's federal government or the United Nations since 1991, the city's most unambiguous treasure is its museum. The museum, the Hargeisa Provincial Museum, founded in 1972, has since been depicting the cultural as well as ethnological history of Somaliland. Currently, this museum has a collection of 1,400 cultural and art objects. Besides its museum, the place is relatively peaceful and non-violent, which is a prolific quality of attraction to the town. Number 2. Kismayo National Park. There are several wildlife reservations in Somalia with varying degrees of flora and fauna, abundant amongst which is Kismayo National Park in southwest Somalia. In this park, you will enjoy all the privileges of a national park without having to leave the African continent. Kismayo National Park is a park in Kismayo, Somalia, also known as Haba Walid, where animals roam freely in a protected area. Protected free land best for safari experience is not the only pluses of this park, as the luscious greenery, animal variety, and water abundance will keep you catching your breath and your cameras clicking for pictures. Hence, come prepared for the time of your life. Number 1. Mogadishu. If a self-proclaimed capital like Hargeisa is not your idea of the capital city, then the real deal will be your attraction point. An old city that can be dated back to the 10th century, Mogadishu is the capital and most populous city of Somalia. What solidified Mogadishu's claim to being the biggest city in Somalia is the fact that it served as an important port connecting with traders all around the Indian Ocean for millennia. With amazing medieval Islamic structures as mosques, tombs which have endured roughness of tempestuous political time, these historic relics are sure to mesmerize history-loving tourists. Apart from this, there is the National Museum of Somalia, which has local art objects as well as other articles that give a clear conception about cultural history of the country. Being close to sea, the city has some great sea beaches where you can relax while catching on to the baked sun of the city. There you have it, explorers. Those were the 10 best places to visit in Somalia. Thanks for watching this video, and if you did enjoy this video, do all to give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends.